Okay, good morning children. Now let us continue with the lesson Nutrition in Animals. Yesterday I was taking the same lesson. So a few more things are there to be explained. Okay, so let me explain you. Now first is different tastes of tongue. I said already tongue is an organ which helps us to talk and taste the various tastes of our food. Then pancreas. Pancreas is a large cream colored gland located just below the stomach. So this also I had shown you on the smart board while taking the digestion in humans, isn't it? Then how this stomach was discovered. So you have here in the textbook. So regarding that I want to explain. So stomach, how it was discovered. So there was a person, the working of the stomach actually was discovered by a strange accident. So one accident had taken place, because of that the stomach was discovered. So in 1822, a man by name Alex Saint Martin. So this was a person. What he did, he was badly hit by a shotgun. Then the bullet had seriously damaged the chest wall and made the hole in the stomach. So the bullet, what had happened? It had damaged the chest wall and it made a hole in the stomach. Then he was brought to an American doctor by name William Beaumont. So there was a doctor by name William Beaumont who treated this person. The doctor saved the patient, but he could not close the hole properly and left it bandaged. So he saved his life, but he could not close the hole which he had in his stomach. Beaumont took it as a great opportunity to see inside of the stomach through the hole. So now this doctor, he had an opportunity. So what he did, he thought he can see through the hole what is the process in the stomach. He made some wonderful observations. So what did he see? First of all, he saw two things. One is he saw that how the food was completely churned, means it was mixed and the various components of the food were absorbed. So its wall secreted a fluid which could digest the food. So there were fluids which could digest the food also. And one more thing what he saw was the stomach will not open into the intestine unless and until the complete digestion of the food takes place in the stomach. So like this the stomach was discovered. Then there is a question here. Why we vomit? So how you take the food? Whenever you take the food first goes into your mouth. From the mouth it passes to the neck. From the neck it passes to the chest. From there it goes downwards. So from there again to the stomach. But sometimes when the stomach is not able to accept the food which you are eating, so only you feel like vomiting. So what happens, instead of moving downwards, the food will come out of your mouth. So only you feel like vomiting. When you overeat or when the food is not accepting your food in the stomach, that time you feel like vomiting. So these things were there to be explained. So I have explained you. Then now let us see the different tastes of tongue through the smart board. So children, I have sent you the keywords definitions. So nearly 30 words are there what I have sent you for the definitions. Write those definitions and after that write the chapter name and start like this, fill in the blanks. So the main steps of nutrition in humans are, so the answers are given here down. Ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and digestion. So these are the main steps of nutrition in humans. Next, the largest gland in the human body is liver. So here you have the answer for the B. Then the stomach releases hydrochloric acid and digestive juices which act on food. The inner wall of the small intestine has many finger-like outgrowths. They are called as villi. Then amoeba digests its food in the food vacuole. So these are the fill in the blanks. Like this is the same thing you will write as it is given to you. So you don't write the answers like this here down. I have written the answers, so you have to fill the blanks and write it. Then next, mark true or false if the statement is true and false if it is false. Digestion of starch starts in the stomach. So here this is false. Where does it start? Digestion of starch starts in the mouth, you have to write, not in the stomach. The tongue helps in mixing the food with the saliva. This is true, so no need to write anything. The gallbladder temporarily stores the bile. True. The ruminants bring back swallowed grass into their mouth and chew it for some time. Yes, that is true. So curd, it is called as curd. C-U-D, curd, what I explained you yesterday. So for this true or false, you are going to write the correct. If it is false, you have to write the correct statement. And the correct statement only for the first one. Digestion of starch starts in the stomach. This is false. So you write down digestion of starch starts in the mouth. Now here it is given, tick yes mark the correct answer in each of the following. So it is like option, multiple choice answer question it is. Fat is completely digested in the four options will be given to you. Stomach, mouth, small intestine and large intestine. So where the fat is completely digested? In the stomach. So it is underlined like this. Water from the undigested food is absorbed mainly in the large intestine. So you don't write all the four options. You just write only the answer. Water from the undigested food is absorbed mainly in the large intestine, you write. Now here the next question is, what are villi? What is their location and function? So here also again you have two questions. What are villi? First you have to write what are villi. So these are the finger-like projections in the inner walls of the small intestine is called as villi. These are found where? Already we have said it. These are found in the small intestine. Then what is the function of this villi? The villi increases the surface area for absorption of the digested food. Where is the bile produced? Which component of the food does it help to digest? Bile is produced in liver. The bile juice is stored in a sac called as a gallbladder. It helps in the digestion of fats. Then name the type of carbohydrate that can be digested by ruminants but not by humans. Give the reason also. Yesterday we have studied now which is that carbohydrate. It is a cellulose which can be digested, which helps in the digestion for the animals as well as the plants. But in the humans it is absent. So cellulose is a carbohydrate that can be digested by ruminants. Ruminants have large sac-like structure between the small intestine and the large intestine. The cellulose of the food is digested by the action of certain bacteria which are not present in the humans. I am reading this question so that you will be able to pronounce and write correctly. Now the next question is, carbohydrate is over. Why do we get instant energy from glucose? You might have seen the sports players and all, and in the school also when you will have the sports day and all. Why do you take the glucose? What happens? It will give you instant energy, isn't it? So why do we get instant energy from glucose? Because it easily breaks down in the cell with the help of oxygen. It provides instant energy to the organisms. directly absorbed into the blood. The next, which part of the digestive canal is involved in? So here also you have absorption of food, where it takes place, complete absorption, small intestine. Chewing of food in the mouth. Killing of bacteria in the stomach. Complete digestion of food, small intestine again. Formation of fecus in the large intestine. So here the answers are given. So you write down correctly here. No need to write the answers here down like this. Absorption of food, write directly, small intestine. Chewing of food, mouth. Killing of bacteria, stomach. Complete digestion of food, small intestine. Formation of fecus, large intestine. Then next you have, write one similarity and one difference between the nutrition in amoeba and human beings. So here you must write first similarity between amoeba and the human beings. Nutrition in amoeba and human beings. So what is the similarity between nutrition in amoeba and human beings? The digestive juices in amoeba are secreted into food vacuole, and in human beings the digestive juices are secreted in the stomach and small intestine. Then the juices are converted into small complex food into simpler soluble and absorbable substances. So this is a similarity between the nutrition in amoeba and human being. Next you have to write the difference between the nutrition in amoeba and human being. So the difference is, amoeba captures the food with the help of pseudopodia. I said, what are pseudopodia? It is a false feet, which for this, why they use this false feet? For the movement as well as to capture the food. And engulf it. In human beings it is taken by the mouth. So already in amoeba we have studied that they don't have mouth nor they have the digestive organs to digest the food. So they capture the food with the help of pseudopodia, which is also known as false feet, and through that only they take in the food. But in human beings we take the food in through our mouth. The next is match the following. So these are the correct answers. Okay, you write this only like this. Salivary gland, saliva secretion. Stomach, acid release. Liver, bile juice secretion. Then rectum, storage of undigested food and fecus. Small intestine, digestion is completed. Large intestine, absorption of water. There is no need for you all to write this. If you had the textbook, you would have written directly the correct answers. So this is in the textbook given like this. These are the correct answers. So you all write only this. Don't write this. The next is, draw a neat label diagram of digestive system and label the parts. So this diagram is not given here. You have in the textbook the diagram. So when you will get the textbook, you can see and draw the digestive system in human. So you just, this question you can keep the one page you leave off, and then you can continue with the next question. So label in the figure 2.11 of the digestive system as given in the NCERT textbook. So here you have to draw the digestive system and label all the parts of the digestive system. That is the mouth, food pipe, stomach, small intestine and large intestine. So here you leave the one page you leave, and then you can continue with the next answer, question and answer. So the last question is, can we survive only on raw leafy vegetables, grass? Discuss. So can we eat only raw vegetables and all and we can survive? We know that the animals, fungi, bacteria, non-living plants and human beings do not have the ability to make their own food. So they depend on the autotrophs. Autotrophs means which will prepare their own food for their food. Directly or indirectly, the green leafy vegetables trap the solar energy and make their food in the form of glucose. So we can say that leafy vegetables and grass can provide sufficient energy to help us to survive. So this is, we can survive. Can we survive only on raw leafy vegetables? So we have to discuss what topic now it is left out. So we have seen the definitions, we have seen, then we have written the notes of the lesson, then so in this chapter what we have learned is, now let us see what we have learned. I'll read it out. So see here, animal nutrition includes nutrient requirement, mode of intake of the food and its utilization by the body. The human digestive system consists of the alimentary canal and the secretory glands. It consists of buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, ending in rectum and anus. The main digestive glands which secrete digestive juices are the salivary glands, the liver, the pancreas, the stomach wall and the wall of the small intestine also secrete the digestive juices. The mode of feeding vary in different organisms. Nutrition is a complex process involving egestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. So all these processes you know. I have sent the PDF and you have to define while taking the lesson also I have told you. So learn these definitions and be perfect. So you will know what is the meaning of that word. Digestion of carbohydrates like starch begins in the buccal cavity. The digestion of protein starts in the stomach. The bile secreted from the liver, the pancreatic juice from the pancreas and the digestive juice from the intestinal wall complete the digestion of the components of food in the small intestine. The digested food is absorbed in the blood vessels from the small intestine. The absorbed substances are transported to different parts of our body. Water and some salts are absorbed from the undigested food in the large intestine. The undigested and unabsorbed residues are expelled out of the body as fecus through the anus. Then the grazing animals like cow, buffaloes and deer are known as ruminants. They quickly ingest, swallow their leafy food and store it in the rumen. Later the food returns to the mouth and the animals chew it peacefully. Amoeba ingests its food with the help of its false feet or pseudopodia. The food is digested in the food vacuole. So these are the things what we have learnt in this chapter. So now, yesterday we had studied about the effect of saliva on the starch, isn't it? So in the first lesson, you have this test for iodine test to know how sunlight is important for the plants. So let us see that. Children, yesterday I was telling about the different regions of taste in the tongue.
Tongue. Learn to draw the diagram showing different regions of taste in the tongue. At the center of the sheet, draw a shape roughly resembling the letter U. Now near its upper end, from this point on the left side, draw an arc to this point on the right side. Fill the region above the arc with dots and label it as bitter. Next, below the bitter region at this point, on the left side of the U shape, draw a small arc and fill the region within with dots. Then opposite to it on the right side, draw a similar arc and fill it with dots. Label each region as soft. Next, near the tip of the U shape, enclose a region with a wavy arc and fill it with horizontal and vertical lines. Label this region as sweet. Now on the left side of the U shape between the sour and sweet regions, draw an arc and fill the region within with slant lines. Opposite to it on the right side, draw a similar arc and fill it with slanting lines. Label each region as salty. Shade all the structures. Your diagram is now complete.
So these are the 4 tastes of the tongue. Which are those? Bitter, sour, salty and sweet.
Here is the label diagram showing different regions of taste in the tongue.
Okay children, yesterday I had told about the different tastes in the tongue. I will be showing on the smart board. So I have shown you, and about the digestive system I will see the textbook and send the picture. You can see and draw and label all the parts. So here we have completed the chapter Nutrition in Animals. So all of you all complete your notes, draw the diagram, learn the question answers, and you will be sending your notes for correction. So all of you all please complete your notes, write neatly and learn. Okay, thank you.